Cone on the right side. He'll hoist. Big rebound from Christian Coleman. Look at him racing up court.
Can't give home those open looks. He knocked in 4 triples on Sunday against Jack State. He made it look real easy. Gets on balance, and he's got a super smooth stroke.
McGhee, pure point guard, drops it off for Coleman, who glides the 2.
See, Coleman just uses this like one of the top free throw shooters teams in the country.
2-man game, a brick for Che.
That little horns high set, just bring Che off that left side.
McGhee too fast for his own 2 feet, finds Coleman. Another shot and a free throw.
Dama Alpha ball. So, Tim, Santa Clara is going to have to find some offense to keep up with this UAB team.
Well, he didn't play the other night as well, and they have other guys, so they've got balance. Not just a one-man band for Santa Clara.
First bucket of the
UAB was in a 2-3 zone on that possession, but McGhee counted to 3 before anybody even came near him on the wing.
Vasquez, the response on the other end.
Carrying the ball, but maybe a lot of one-on-one right off the bounce.
Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Blazers. In the corner, Alejandro Vasquez rattles in the corner.
Down low, they like to run things through him and then go back outside, and UAB not matching up quickly enough.
Largest lead of the game for the Broncos. And Vasquez.
This is not what Andy Kennedy's teams ever look like.
It's getting out of hand. 17-point lead, 8-0 run. Elijah McGhee. And Christian Coleman finally responds.
Play defense. Are you going to run back and match up and at least put a little resistance up?
Go to the corner. Butta Johnson and UAB, the 2023 runner-up. The NIT with the Blazers. Butta Johnson, back-to-back 3.
Then he had to play St. John's with Jason Williams at the center in the Garden. They beat a Michigan State Steve Smith team on the way to that.
First lead for UAB since it was 5-4.
Now Christian Coleman out of high school worked for 2 years in a Walmart until he hit a growth spurt.
He's got the pass there. Lindeborg with the dunk. A scoring drought of over 3 minutes. Brown can't end it. Slap to Tony. Down the floor for Coleman. Another dunk.
Go to their bench, but Lorient quickly gets subbed out.
Vasquez got it.
It was their defense holding North Texas to just 20.
Hodge took over for Grant McCaslin after spending 6 seasons as an assistant underneath him. Lindeborg with the 3.
Behind UAB in terms of efficiency, yet UAB is doing to North Texas what North Texas typically does to other opponents, and they've got to find a way to get that guy right there, Tenon White, involved. 0 for 5 right now.
But grabbing him with 2 hands. He's making passes that have created an advantage for UAB. And then the skill set on his buckets for his 16 points.
Vasquez showing that strength inside off the window.
On, and you start to try to change a little bit of your game and be a little bit more of a facilitator. But in this statistical age right now, Lindeborg definitely knows he's on the cusp of getting a triple-double. And you'll see him start to be a little bit more of a facilitator to try to get it.
McGhee inside, and Coleman rocks the rim again.
This is
UAB just being more aggressive from outside lately. Bad pass, Daniels, turnover. UAB on the run, inside Lindeborg for the stuff.
FAU, and you're allowing the bigs to play 2 versus 2. How many times do 4s and 5s go and defend pick and rolls? It's not often.
Boykatitis has 10 of the last 13 points for FAU. They go inside, and it says so many skills at 7 feet tall.
Absolutely. UAB with Yapsel picking up his 2nd foul. Andy Kennedy let us know in the pregame he is a believer of dunking on you. What happened in Tuscaloosa?
You better believe it.
Talking about playing spoiler the senior night. That would be a great one for him. Auburn's tough, though, boy. Their experience. It's just something else when you got a National Player of the Year candidate like Janai Broome leading.
Here's Vasquez from the corner. Knocks down the 3 anymore, allowing the defender to...
Obviously, Paul Mills is right, but that is not reviewable.
It's a 3rd turnover for the Shockers. Bob over the top, and an easy flush there for Brad as a
He can play in the NBA. High basketball IQ. In his 5th year in organized basketball, making plays like that.
Lindeborg has 3 assists tonight, right now looking for his second bucket. And he makes
start the second half. Gee, I wonder why.
The reason why that guy's won so many games back in his alma mater the last 5 years.
Yeah.
The Blazer ball to start the second half, and Vasquez just picks up right where he left
off at the end of it. But
well, here he is again, same spot, but this time for DeGray.
Uh-oh.
Vasquez has to readjust, turns, shoots, and scores. What a game for Alejandro.
It's an 11-3 Temple run. Vasquez keeps it alive with a punch out. And Tony for 3. Another second triple of the game.
I mean, only 2 of the 15 attempts for Temple have been from 3. You can tell they have a conscious effort to say, let's get to the rim, get to the paint, try to win this game inside.
Coleman again. That's from deep. It was way deep on that one.
That's the exact percentage he's also connecting on in conference play. This guy has really put the work in the offseason to go from a average shooter to a great one.
Coleman gets it inside to McGhee. Here's Lindeborg, leading scorer, and Lindeborg who's at the zoning. He gets caught. Stanford open. Rebound and a push ahead. Here's Coleman. Two-hand jam for Christian Coleman. Temple is not shooting the ball well. Just 1 for its last 13. But they do as good a job as anybody in the American and get points from the free throw line. Feed and finish. At one point led by 18. And every time Temple has made a run, they've given it right back. The zoning challenge 3. And Coleman gave it up before he took it to the floor. It's a 6-0 UAB run as Aguero making it 8-0 run.
Kennedy has this program at a very high level. They've won conference championships 2 of the last 3 years. We'll talk a little bit about Andy Kennedy's resume. Very impressive. Inside. Easy bucket there for.
Has a look in his eyes that every time he gets the ball, he is going to find a way to score. You love the confidence that he is playing with.
Well, you know, Yaxel is a veteran guy. I mean, and he got a lot of accolades after last year. Coach Kennedy spent a lot of time with him, so he really understands his role.
McGhee with a feed to Vasquez.
Strong, but give South Florida credit. They came in with a game plan of what they were trying to do and what they were trying to attack. And Mike, so far they've done that.
Yeah, we just saw the same thing 2 times in a row. Knox to Reynolds for the easy 2. Now it's underneath the Vasquez, and his hook goes up and in. And Bulls Johnson, Adam McCoy on him. Johnson to the hole. He got a block on him, but Johnson got it back. Kicks it out. Shot clock. Lindeborg gets the pass for 3. We might need to find that out.
The third 3 of the game for R.J. Felton. 29-27 lead now for the Blazers. Johnson answers with a 3 of his own.
Down. Clearly they're okay playing one-on-one in the post if no help's coming. But that's about 1 of 4, I believe, in the paint.
Yeah, they have really struggled on the interior here early on. Here's Lindeborg on the baseline. Big Coleman with the jam.
Minutes and deserves to. 6 and Black is one of the best athletes.
There it is. Slapped it against the backboard on the Vasquez attempt. Shot clock at 8. McGhee the opposite way to Vasquez again, and a mid-range jumper's good. First bucket.
Bradley Aguero, who played extremely well in the game against Tulsa. And A.J. Vasquez checks in as well. See if Coleman can find his offensive touch.
Hey, Kurt, you beat me to it. When Yax was out of the game, who does UAB look to score? Christian Coleman had
first team All-American, which is just incredible for a non-Power 5.
Well, I think if he's able to find his way into Player of the Year territory.
Junior colleges and then 3 years at Louisiana Monroe before winding up at Charlotte.
When I was a player, it was a big story when a player was 24, 25 years old. Now, college basketball, that may be the norm for guys that may not get a chance to play at the next level. They figure
what kind of NIL money he got, but he's worth it.
It absolutely
That's
worth
a nice
it.
pickup.
And here's the other part, that magnificent footwork on the perimeter, and that's what helps him create all those assists, because he's able to pivot and turn, and players are able to cut. He's able to deliver the basketball, but he's also able to do it and create scoring opportunities for himself.
Vasquez.
By Keaston Willis, starting lineup for the Golden Hurricane. Isaiah Barnes in his 4th game back from a hand injury. He's in the Red Crown starting lineup. Blue-collar player Simon Wright. Keaston Willis leads the American in threes in the first 3 of the night.
Well, he doesn't shy away.
And it doesn't take him long to get it off. He came off that ball screen, immediately got square, inside pivot, right, left, and up. And UAB, they're going to have to figure out a way to force him off the line, because he's coming out of ball screen actions. They're screening for him as well.
2 years ago, he led the ACC.
First step on the baseline. With a blow by that defender and then finish at the rim before the weak side could help.
Quick shot by the Blazers, and it's good. Line. Jennings launches a 3. And McGhee the rebound. Here come the Blazers. McGhee with the spin. Tony with the 3. Run for South Florida to get this back to a 10-point game.
And defense leading to offense. Get out and run in transition. The Bulls are really good in transition when they can get stops.
Another jumper.
Got to capitalize on that. 3 missed free throws already here in the second half.
And it gives the Blazers another possession. Johnson stops and pops and hit. UAB grabs the rebound, and now the Blazers can use a little time here with less than 4 minutes to go. Open in the paint, McGhee.
For a fadeaway jump shot or a long 3. Take it in to Lindeborg and just shoot over the top. He's got the length and athleticism to do so.
Vasquez gets the bounce. Shut up and drive.
Is that a song?
It is.
You probably have the vinyl.
I don't have any Rihanna vinyls, no. I should. Lindeborg again.
In the passing lane, running the floor, sprinting, gets the tip dunk.
We talked about how versatile and how important he is.
The momentum shifting toward the Blazers, but you don't want to ruin it by taking a tough shot.
Oh. Another swat by Lindeborg. It's amazing that he leads the team in scoring, rebounds, blocks, and steals.
He's doing a little bit of everything tonight.
That's why there's usually at least 2 NBA scouts at every game. Tony.
Reed at 6'10", has a good perimeter game. You see him working the post, but too strong, and it's Lindeborg again with the defense. Wide open Vasquez. Buries a 3, and Moxie for UAB.
He's an old school basketball player.
Reed loses the ping pong. Coleman's up ahead. Coleman to the rim.
Wyatt.
That time Gaines Wyatt able to take advantage of Christian Coleman gambling, digging down on the interior.
Coleman.
Definitely giving us a clue that he made a mistake.
Contact issue, perhaps. But will take a seat on the bench.
Yep. He's one of those guys Andy Kenny Rain plays for.
Luau rises, can't score. Coleman with the rebound. Azuero. Their numbers are better than they were last year. Opportunity for JaBorri McGhee. Little highlight piece. He did that on purpose. Follow-up. Aaron Smith.
That time Mekhi Miles got hung up on the baseline screen there, freeing Ye for a wide open jump shot.
Hargrove. Yes! 3 from behind the arc. In fact, 3 out of 5.
But they've done a great job making shots so far, but they haven't defended the paint exceptionally well yet tonight as they get their first paint basketball. Whenever the basketball seems to stop moving, backdoor cuts happen from every player.
How about that defensive play by McGhee? Lendeborg, McGhee, Taryn Moore for 3!
As he often does, instead of staying in the corner for the 3 ball.
Follow wouldn't go.
And that's how you know it's just not your night right there. Nelson there missing a putback jam that he probably scores 10 out of 10 times.
Nice feed, McGhee, Lendeborg, 2. I don't know why he doesn't start with his size and the things that he has done tonight. Just might not be into their flow, so to speak. Lob, see it.
Almost 3 minutes in, and Bolton able to get some points from the foul line.
Coleman had a one-on-one opportunity. Mid-range for Christian.
Easy basket on the offensive rebound for Middle Tennessee. Now Weston tries to slice his way in there. Loof had a hand on it. UAB saves it from going out. Ahead of the pack, it's Vasquez. Got it.
UAB's starting 5. McGhee, Lendeborg, Coleman, Johnson, and Vasquez.
What a Johnson coming off a good game.
There's Lendeborg. Turn that defense into offense. It's been successful.
Oh, my keys will create some havoc. And the Raging Cajuns have done that here in the half-court defense.
Corner 3 for Tony, yes. Senior out of Chicago, Illinois.
That's a really small lineup for Louisiana, but they're really quick.
Moore launches the 3 and knocks it in. And 6'8". I think it's the wingspan.
Wingspan, quick jump. There's a steal from that half-court trap they've been using.
A little better intensity on defense since this last time out for UAB. Lendeborg launches the 3 and connects, and just Louisiana with 7 seconds on the shot clock is kind of resetting and looking for something quick.
Well, UAB's turned this into a half-court game. It was a full-court game in the first half. They made them slow this thing down and take away the fast breaks of the Cajuns.
UAB looking for the lead. More. And underneath gets it to Garnett. And the shot is short. And now McGhee on the run. The lob to Lendeborg, and it's a 2 and alley-oop.
And the Giants kicked it out. I tell you, what I like about Christian Wright, he always knows how to get to the open spot.
There's Lendeborg inside. Now out to Vasquez. A good look. There's an open spot. Possibly a point of emphasis at halftime. Vasquez looking to keep things rolling. Man, he does. The lob to Tucker. Can't finish the alley-oop. Lendeborg the rebound.
Oh, Tucker was way above the rim. Threw that down too hard. It skipped right off the glass.
There's the big, strong clear out. Azuero.
The people here throughout the Hurricanes, COVID, have never changed. They're very welcome. This is a great place to visit, and no passport is required.
And here in game 1, a great pace to this opening game. Garland's shot rolls off the rim.
You just get the feeling the momentum's here with UAB in this game, especially with the foul issues that Longwood has had, especially with Michael Christmas.
Lendeborg calling for it inside. He's in the double digits.
Which smokes that first half. Foul issues that bring him in. Fresh body, the Lancers. That again, ISO on the block by Longwood. It's been very good to them.
UAB down 3. Just one made three all game. How about great?
Kind of got stuck in no man's land a little bit.
What do you see, Mo? It looks like a 2-3 to me.
Well, it's back to the zone, and you can't really blame the Warhawks. UAB has not made a three until right there. Whatever time before the active hands.
Now a 3-on-1, and it comes off the rim, and then Butter Johnson.
And that's such a tough break for the Warhawks because they had three guys surrounding the painted area.
Vasquez three, swish!
At the D1 level, he has a season high, a UAB high. We can call it a D1 high, Kurt, of 14 points right now. The previous one was the 10 points he had against Southern Miss, so he's getting comfortable playing at this level after coming from the JUCO ranks where he did average 8.
They can do offensively, so that way you can build in some stuff for them later against opponents where it will count.
Malachi Rhodes spent 3 years at Bucknell, 1 year at McNeese. Now in his second year at Auburn Montgomery. Butter turned down that three. Let's see. He'll take this one. Swish.
You just have to keep shooting. You're going to get opportunities. And at some point, they're not going to be as clean. So you've got to find a way to keep knocking in the clean ones for sure.
Tony from the left side.
Conferencing. 78%, almost 79.
Hamilton launches. Almost got the friendly roll. 6-point edge for UAB. High Point led by as many as 13 in this contest. They go down low with a two-hand jam.
Turnover, Coleman, chance for a dunk.
There, Coleman picking up right where he left.
Zell is so cool, she got to wear shades inside.
Mom looks like she could come out and rebound a little bit too.
You know, Mom has been the absolute driving force. Alley, oop.
Around the rim, great pitch ahead from Yaxel Lindeborg.
Elizy tried to finish follow his own miss. You hit a three, this place would go bananas. Gordon. There's Yax for three. Got it!
He does a little bit of everything. Defense is his primary role that he plays, but he's such a high energy guy for the Blazers.
Another steal and another slam. Christian Blazers out of the gate here. Pull up three for Watson. That's no good. Golden Eagles can't get everything. Fast break. Layup is good, and the foul. Blazers, what do you remember about these matchups?
Well, I remember these matchups being dogfights for the most part.
Well,
tough coaching, patient, offensive play.
Oh! Christian Coleman! And we're getting to the point in this game where Southern Miss has been hanging around that 15-point mark in terms of what they've been trailing. Still plenty of time left, though. Three ball from the wing, nothing but nets.
Cats very dependent and relied upon the three ball last season. They haven't taken a ton. A couple of them were off the dribble. Typically teams that take a lot of threes, great cut.
What a bounce pass. McGhee